did you steal?
Secrets. The data they paid me to protect.
Are they people?
No.
Steven, your fascination with beyond our world is, has long been something that you've loved. And this is really in the heart of this film. I think our audience would want to know, when did this fascination start and how?
Well, I've always been fascinated in the beyond, not being so far beyond. I love the whole idea of the beyond actually being here. And it started out when I was a little boy. My dad took me out to see a meteor shower when I was 6 years old, living in New Jersey, where we lived for about 8 years. He took me out one day, scared me to death, because when your father comes into your room, takes you by the hand, and puts you in a car in the dark, from a sound sleep, and drives you to a park. There's 150 or 200 people. The park was teeming with people on blankets. They were lying down looking at the sky. And it was a meteor shower that my dad wanted me to see, like at about midnight or 1 o'clock in the morning. I think that for all my fascination with what's beyond, and then later, as I started hearing more and more about the beyond maybe here, it started getting me interested in telling stories on film about this.
People have a right to know the truth. It belongs to 7 billion people.
What is it?
You wouldn't believe me if I told you. So I'm gonna show you.
What are you gonna do?
Full disclosure to the whole world. All at once.
I have to ask you, your agent calls you and says, Steven Spielberg just called me and he wants me to ask you if you would be in one of his films. Now, this is one of the 2 or 3 greatest directors of our time. Do you say, oh no, I want to look at the script, or do you just say, well, give me a pen? And
the funny thing, he asks you with such graciousness and kindness, would you be interested? Would you have time? Any actor would say, whatever you want, but he doesn't think that way. There's an offering of the opportunity. I want you to read this, think about it, if it makes sense. And of course, I couldn't say yes fast enough. I think Steven put together such an incredible cast, Eve Hewson and Colin Firth and Josh O'Connor, and of course, the great Emily Blunt, who I think is the heart of the film. We just had a great time, really, on set and off. And I think that's also part of what Steven wanted to put together, a company of people who would really enjoy each other and open up their hearts to it.
People keep wondering. Encountering the unknown.
They're coming! They're coming!
They are starved for the truth.
Do you think there could be others?
there are so many extraordinary scenes in this film. Was there any scene in the film that you went, oh, I don't, how do I do this one?
Well, every scene in every movie I've ever made, I start with that question. How am I going to pull this off? How am I going to do this? How am I going to get people to believe this? How am I going to make this credible? And that's the fun of it, the challenge of it, and what's scary about it. To me, every scene in a movie like this is essential. I wrote the story to this movie, and then David Koepp wrote the screenplay. And we kind of devised this where if you took a scene out, the film, like taking a section of railroad track out, the train would derail if there wasn't a track to continue on. And I wanted to design this film that every single set piece or sequence was essential to telling the story. This film is the summation of Close Encounters and E.T. because so much of what this film is about, a way to bring humanity together by creating such a kind of cosmic event that people would forget what they don't like about each other and turn to each other for support, for acceptance or rejection if this ever becomes a real disclosure day situation.
I don't want to say that I haven't been a fan of yours forever, but this little guy has.
Oh, that's him. He's been around.
This guy has moved across the country with me when I moved back.
He's the original guy.
I had to bring it with me. He's
I love that.
44 years.
That's fantastic. I love that you have that.
And I have to take a picture with you if they tell me I can
Let's
do it.
yeah.
Dunk it again.
Do it.
I don't.
Let's hold ET.